welcome back to our channel. We have a very special video today which we wanted to post as our next episode while the new movie Next Goal Wins is still out in theaters. For those of you who don't know, Next Goal Wins is a new comedy directed by Taika Waititi from New Zealand, and it's based on the original documentary which covered the soccer team from American Samoa in their attempt to qualify for the 2014 FIFA World Cup. At the time of the documentary, the team was at the bottom of the world rankings after losing a world record defeat of 31-0 to Australia in 2001. Mose's brother Rambo was on the team featured in the documentary that was trying to redeem that terrible record, and his character in the new movie is played by Semu Filippo. Before leaving for our trip this year, Mose and I watched the original documentary, Next Goal Wins, which is available to rent or buy on Amazon Prime.
They needed 9 goals.
He's tougher.
You're playing yourself out of the starting 11 right now. If you're not going to be mentally tuned in, you're a risk, man.
When he get here, Thomas was a very difficult person to deal with.
You brought me here to put a winning team on the field that don't interfere.
I told him, if you don't like it, you just pack your things and go back home.
I got a man that's really discovered she has more female tendencies. They got nothing.
I'm here to play for my country, represent, do my best on the field. You know, I'm here for the love of the game.
We absolutely loved seeing Rambo in the documentary, and like probably everyone else who sees that film, we were also captivated by Jaiyah Saelua, the Fa'afafine player. Then, once we got into American Samoa, we went to the theater in Nu'u'uli with Rambo to see the new comedy Next Goal Wins by Searchlight Pictures, and we laughed a ton at the film overall, but at Rambo's character in particular. After we watched the new movie, I asked Rambo some questions about the original team and his thoughts on the movie. I asked him whether any of his teammates from the original team were on the island, and he said Jaiyah was there and that they have stayed in touch over the years. So I was overjoyed to run into Jaiyah at the airport when we went to pick up Mose and Rambo's mom. Jaiyah had just returned to American Samoa from all her press tours and media junket to promote the new film, and she was on her way to Upolu for the big Fa'afafine pageant they have there every year. So if you haven't seen the movies, I put the links to the official trailers down below in the description, and I highly recommend both movies. We love them both. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and please like and share this video. I'm sure a lot of people would really love to see Jaiyah and Rambo as they are today. Rambo, are you excited to see your movie?
Yes, I am excited. Ready to watch myself.
Do you know? Yeah, what's the... Let's see if they get you right.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Almost.
Yeah.
The wait part is not, you know.
They think they know you now,
Yeah.
but not back in the days.
Back in the days.
Do you know the actor that's playing you?
No, I do not.
Don't know.
I don't know who he is.
Okay.
But I heard he did a good job, so.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We'll give the review after.
Good review after,
And
yeah.
an interview with the movie star.
I think we got new ones, but I'm not too sure what the new ones are. And you just received
All
them.
right, coffee tight.
He's the one.
The superstar. Oh, I forgot my.
He's the one.
I forgot my extra microphone thing.
No, but he's the one. You point at him.
Cheers with the mustard.
I'm gonna go watch Next Goal Wins to see how my character is doing.
All right. Oh, there it is. Where's the movie poster? Let's see the movie poster. Stop. Oh my goodness. What'd you think, Rambo?
I thought it was in a good movie. Almost everything in the movie was true. So
Yeah? It's pretty close.
pretty intense into the perspective of how a team is ran.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Oh my goodness. Oh. That's good. Yeah, go Rambo. Malo Rambo. Oh my gosh. That was funny. I'm glad we saw the real movie the first time.
At least you saw the documentary first.
Yeah, I think so.
You can see the real faces of the
Yeah.
the documentary and then see the movie.
Yeah. Does do you still keep in touch with anyone like from that team?
Yeah, Jaiyah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's always been since. I
Oh
always message her about stuff.
yeah.
Some of the guys are doing all big, so
Yeah.
they're always Chewy. That's funny character,
He was. That was good. They made you the funny, like the funniest one. I was wondering, like, you know, in the documentary they have the part like you guys were at team dinner at when the coach that first time he was like got in the argument with Davita.
Davita in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Was that so awkward?
Yeah, it was almost like probably every day in the beginning. Every day.
Every day was
We would
like that.
always hear them arguing about stuff because Thomas didn't understand the culture.
Yeah.
So he was just trying to. Tommy's was just trying to let him know that some of the stuff that he's been planning couldn't work because of the curfew. Because he wanted to work overtime, like practice overtime. But they, the curfew and then Sunday, Sunday is for church.
Yeah.
So they got into arguments so many times about that, and he gave up. Well, he didn't give up. He just started like feeling like, oh yeah,
Let me try to work
let me
around.
try to warm it down with the team and everybody else about not having practice
Maybe
on
it's
Sunday.
tomorrow.
Rambo, was your mom here in American Samoa when you were playing then?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She just left like in the
She was
17, 18.
Yeah. And you were living at the house. And did you train over there in Pongo?
Yeah.
Wow. And it's at the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Babe, I'm doing an interview.
Oh, yep. I'll just be quiet. I'm the driver of this.
Interview.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Samoa's it is.
Maybe stop this. Let's see what else. But you were on the team at the beginning, right? In real life.
So when they came back from the SPG, I wasn't on that team. So they recruited me right after when they got back.
Okay.
because I was doing good on the season, like the season round that was.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, because usually, yeah, like they pick you,
Mm-hmm.
but then I didn't want to go. Like, I didn't want to play no more. Like I just wanted to play for Congo.
Oh.
And that year, I heard, you know, they were trying to do something different. So I was like, you know what, I want to be in this team. So when they came back from the SPG, they was going to the qualifiers. They were like, hey, you wanna try out? I said, yeah, okay. So I went try out. That's why I was on the team.
Mm-hmm.
But that on the first, the other one was I wasn't on that team.
Yeah, the 31-0. Yeah, that was.
No, that team, 31-0.
Yeah.
I was on the list for that team, but
Is this the one?
I was busy.
Yeah.
High school then.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't, because I was on it. Football, so I didn't want to leave. So they asked me, and I was like, nah. Man. So that's what they picked these guys.
Yeah.
They picked them out of nowhere because that team that went to they were different because you remember these guys that come overseas from Samoa, they couldn't go in the team because of the passports.
Mm.
So this team that they took was randomly picked, like anybody wanted to go. So they asked me, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Because they never practiced. They only practiced for like 2 weeks and left.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's every year that they do that. Like every year they do that random pick, because some of these Samoa guys that are good playing soccer here, they can't go because of the passport. They can't play for another time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll think of some more questions, and we'll do one when we're like stationary. Hello, everyone. I am here in Pongo Pongo on the field where everybody trains. Got rugby, soccer, and football. Usually on this field. Mose and Rambo are playing touch all the way over there at the moment, and I'm just chilling, enjoying a beautiful evening. We had a big rainstorm and kind of cooled everything off for the evening. So two big highlights today. One was Mom came in from Upolu, so we went to pick her up at the airport. And while we were waiting for her, the other big highlight was we got to meet Jaiyah. She was waiting for a flight to Upolu. And so I was able to grab a few minutes with her, and she's just fresh off her tour for the launch of the movie. She'd been off the island for several months to promote the movie. So it was great to just get to meet her. She's amazing and lovely, and just hear a couple minutes about her press tour and what she did for the launch of the movie, and then also what she's thinking about for the future. So I can't wait to share that interview with you, as well as our interview with Rambo after seeing the new movie Next Goal Wins. So we have had so many adventures on our trip so far, and we're looking forward to share them all with you.
Samoan.
Hi everyone! Welcome to American Samoa. Oh my goodness. We're so excited to see Jaiyah here at the airport.
Jaiyah Saelua.
Yeah, we have been talking to Rambo about the movie and just questions and everything, but we're here for Rambo's father.
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I've been the name.
Sorry.
Yeah. But we're here to pick up Mom. Rambo and Mose's mom.
Oh, okay.
So, and you just got back on.
I got back on Monday. Yeah, I did the tour for the promotional tour for the movie Next Goal Wins. Because of the Hollywood strikes, the cast weren't able to make appearances or do interviews, and so Searchlight and Disney and Taika Waititi had me on board to promote the movie. Yeah, and I've been doing that for the past since September, early September, when the world premiere was in Toronto, and then we did premieres in different cities. The good thing about the Los Angeles premiere was the strike ended the week before, so Kaimana, who plays me, and the rest of the cast were able to appear on the red carpet and finally do junkets to help promote the movie.
Oh wow, that's really amazing.
Yeah.
How did?
It was a lot.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I did the tour for the documentary, and that was something of its own, but this Hollywood tour was next level. The traveling in itself was, life changing. The junkets that they scheduled and all the press, it was just a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be back here.
It's so nice to be back home. I was so excited that I was coming home on Monday. And, just to be back in the real world.
Yeah, your real world. And are you planning to be able to stay here for a while?
Well, I moved home in 2017 to take care of my grandma, and she passed away earlier this year. And now, then after doing the tour, I realized that there's a lot home for me, but also nothing home for me. I just need to go back to the mainland and spread my wings a little bit more, and see what's out there for me. Capitalize on the hype of the movie.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna head out. Okay. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so nice. Oh, so nice to meet you. Oh, she's so cute. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize she was catching the flight.
That's what I got.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's so neat. Yeah, I'm so glad to meet Jaiyah. Feels so good, huh?
Everybody would get the ball and then we get back.
We got it.
So it was always the mentality of, we got to defend all the time. That's American Samoa football. But when Thomas came down, it was like, no, after we get the ball,
here's how
let's run the offense. And we did. And we started running, passing the ball. And then we were like, at practice, we were like, oh, hey, we can do this. It's like, yeah, we can. But that was a whole change of mentality when he came down. Like, Thomas Logan was pretty smart on how he, so his slogan is always, he teach me, it was something, he teach me how to, something, and I teach you how to win.
Oh, yeah?
And then, I remember in the documentary when he was like, how do you say it? It was me that said, Saelua. And he did the Saelua. Yeah.
I know. They got that on the video.
Yeah.
When he was telling them.
So everything that, like, the warrior stuff and all that, like the chants and stuff, he'll come ask me. Because he's always seeing me, like, doing the, because our team, Pablo, is always doing the haka. The FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
And we're the only one that does that in the league. We do the FIFA World Cup.
Oh, really?
But we were not supposed to face him and do it. Like, we gotta do it in like a group.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not one,
They think it's
like,
not
So, that was pretty cool. But the movie was amazing, though.
Yeah.
Like, it made it a little bit comedy. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
I like how they started the movie with a Samoan song.
Uh-huh.
I was listening, I was like, oh, wow.
That's a real...
Pretty cool, I like that.
Funny how you and I were waiting when you parked.
I know.
In that group. But then when the cop went, I didn't know that was gonna be him. I I was like, wait a minute, because remember we saw the documentary, right? And then he introduced himself, right?
Yep.
And I was like, I was looking for him. Oh. And then all of a sudden, you found the policeman.
My siren doesn't work. Pull over. Oh man, pull over. That was pretty fun.
And then the part on the when he had the ball, that sister scored the first goal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He did that.
Good job. But the part when they went up and he was sucking and he was like, yeah, they or whatever, sucking the speech and stuff, and he knocked out. That was up there. Plus point.
Oh, Blunt's Point, yeah.
So we did the whole talk.
So but see, they never showed the team go up to Blunt's Point in the documentary.
No, they never.
But you did.
Yeah, we did.
all did
Yeah,
that.
we all did.
And then
Okay.
they didn't show the one that he went up to with Ace. Up on
Right,
the,
right.
It was just him and H.
Yeah.
They talked about, and then he stood up on that thing right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right up
He
there?
said, he went up there. He said he did a video and said, "I'm at the highest point in American Samoa."
Oh,
Ace,
okay.
do I look cool?
Yeah,
He takes off his shirt. He says, "Ace, do I look cool?" Ace just laughing at him like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I think that's the structure that he climbed up. Yeah,
Oh, he climbed up the tower.
yeah.
Oh,
Not the tower, but the square thing.
okay.
He went up there. He stood there. He said, "Ace, I'm at the top of American Samoa."
Oh, but Ace was your classmate?
Yeah. Ace is my classmate.
Mm-hmm.
Ace, 94, someone in high school and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah.
Funny his character.
Oh, hey, it's Jaiyah. He ran up.
So do you know who's still here on the island from the original, from that team?
Okay, so that team right now is Jaiyah. I think is still here.
Okay.
Nobody else.
Nobody else? Oh, okay.
And me, that's it.
Yeah.
But everybody else is off on or
They
somewhere.
will have the contract.
Oh, but the coaches are still here. Ace,
Ace.
Jaiyah Saelua, still here.
The president,
Director.
Still working with the Federation.
CEO.
The FAS.
All I wanted to do one goal. And he walks back. One goal. Man.
Well,
But that one goal changed everything because every time we play Oceania qualifier, we never score any goals.
okay.
Like that was a big thing. Just scoring a goal was a big thing.
Yeah.
And winning a game was really
The
a
next
big
big
thing.
thing,
I was
yeah.
like, oh man. Like we got 2 birds in one stone. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
One against Samoa would have been huge.
Man, that would have, because we never win
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
But that was the closest game in the history of us and Samoa.
Yeah.
That was recorded. Said, 1-0.
Yeah.
Usually they'll beat us probably like, that's what I said in the documentary. I told the guy, I said, man, you guys remember, they always beat us 15-0,
Yeah.
19-0. This is the first time that we've challenged them and told them no. We know how to play this game too.
Keep it close.
Yeah, keep it close.
Almost
This is the first time.
Almost win.
And then the next following qualifier, I didn't go in that one, but they brought guys from off island. They were doing good too. It was like what? They lost to 1.2, 3-2, which was pretty cool. They just told them that no, we know how to play soccer too, because usually Samoa would bring off island players from New Zealand and Australia, so it's harder for us because we can bring the local guys.
Yeah.
So when we started bringing the guys off island, it started. Oh man, these guys are pretty good. Like, so now they're trying to do that every year. But only the South Pacific games that they would only use the local guys because they don't have transportation for them. They pay everybody straight up and down. But one day, hopefully, they could do that with the SPG games. Yeah, well, that's pretty good movie, yeah. Genuine.
Are you gonna be in the photo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah. I need it. I don't want to look like a guy in the movie.
You're gonna have to commit. There it is. Fatai Telelava to Jaiyah and Rambo, and thanks again to all of you for watching, especially our subscribers. We're so grateful for you. We hope you'll like and share this video, and please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Also, please turn on your notifications so you'll get an alert the next time we post. Soifua, and see you in the next video.